to all my fellow followers. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. Today we are going to be going over my family's road trip essentials on the way to Disney World. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have, as usual, my handy dandy travel notebook with me to help me remember everything that I wrote down on my list, because sometimes I will forget some things, and this might not be everything that I wrote on my list, but it will be, all of it will be on there by the time that we leave. So we try to make sure that our car is completely organized before we leave for the road. So what we try to do is, for this particular trip, we are going to be leaving at night. We're trying to leave like basically right after dinner time. So our plan is to be loading up or setting up the car for the most part earlier during the day. We're going to get the car cleaned that day, and we're going to just start slowly putting stuff in the car. And the reason we're doing it this time is because just basically based off of my husband's work schedule, and so it was much more smarter for us to do it, just do most of the things that we need to do as far as loading up the car the day of, so that my husband can get some sleep while we are all gone. But anywho, first things first, I always make sure all of my kids have a stuffy. Even if they don't want one, I still make sure they bring one, which usually isn't a problem, because if we get in the car and they don't have one, and this is just in general, if they are going to school, if we're going anywhere in the car, if they say they don't want one, what's going to happen is they're going to start crying and say, "Where's Stitch?" or "Where's Mickey?" And it's just like, you didn't want it. So I'm just like, I gotta keep my mama brain on, and I just gotta make sure my babies have what they want, because I know they are going to request for it eventually. So I didn't bring any stuffies over, but prime example, this is my 12-year-old stuffy. He loves Bluey. He's been watching Bluey since Bluey first came out, and so this is the particular stuffy that he wants to bring for the trip. And then I also bring a ton of books. I put on my paper Disney books, because what I'm trying to do is trying to bring books that's geared towards the trip that we're going on, but not all of the books are Disney books. So I'll show you the books that we are bringing. So these are all the books that we are bringing. So we get a lot of books through events that we go to. I buy books for my kids for their birthdays, for Christmas, for basically any holiday that me and my husband get them gifts for. I usually try to add a book, because I feel like books are very important for helping them expand their vocabulary and just learning new things. And then like when we go to the library, they'll have like free comic book days. So we had got a bunch of books from there, like this particular book right here. And then we also are signed up with the the Dolly Parton program. And so if you have any kids, that I think it goes all the way up to the age of 5, if I'm not mistaken, you can get a book every month for your child, which I thought that was something that's pretty cool for kids. So my 6-year-old, he stopped getting books last year when he turned 5. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you that now. This is something else that we bring with us on a trip. Is a seat organizer. So it goes on the back of the seat, and it just has all these little compartments to put stuff in. I usually put like these bags in it as well, because I use those for like dirty diapers and little stuff like that. Or like my husband, he eats sunflower seeds, so he'll either use a bag or a bottle. But yeah, so I'll just fill this up, and I'll put like diapers and stuff down here, and then like some of their sensory toys that I'll keep for them in the car as well. And the books, yeah, I forgot to say. So yeah, I just put the books in like one of these bigger compartments. And so this is a 2-pack. And so what I'll do is I'll put both of these on the back of me and my husband's seat. And then, or I'm not really sure yet. We're still trying to figure out where my 12-year-old is sitting. We were going to put him in the second row, but now he's saying he wants to sit in the back row with his brother. So we want to make sure of that before we switch car seats, because right now he's in the back row and he's saying that he want to stay there. So we'll figure all that out, because if he's standing in the back row, then he's gonna need one of these. And so we'll just I'll just add the books to or no, I'll just keep the books up front, because I'll have my two girls in the front and the books are for the Three Musketeers. So there'll be books in one of them. If he's sitting in the back, the last row, then there'll just be a bunch of books for my girls in this one. And then for my 6-year-old, I have like a little place in the back where his books will be for him. I have food trays for all of my kids. So this is my 6-year-old. He's been using his for years now, so his is pretty dingy. Eventually I'm going to have to buy him a new one. So this was going to have to be cleaned out and stuff, because he used this a lot, like when in general when we're in a car and we're eating and stuff like that. And I got those from Amazon. And this is one of the newer ones that I bought for my 12-year-old and my 2-year-old. So they'll use those. And I got all of those from Amazon. And basically, so basically for the food trays, we use those for them to eat on. We put like some of their activities in there for them to do. And then their drink can go in the tray, and you know, they do their little activities on the tray as well. So it's very versatile for a lot of things that you can do while riding in the car. And I'll just mention just a few things that I'm planning to make sure that we have to eat. So my husband specifically requested deli sandwiches this year for the trip. So I'm gonna make a bunch of deli sandwiches for really him and my son, because my 3 Musketeers are not gonna eat the deli sandwiches, or they might take like maybe the cheese. My girls might take the cheese off, and then my 6-year-old might take the meat off and eat it, or my girls might take the bread off too as well. But yeah, so those would just be for them to have. And then I also was gonna make get a bag of grapes to use as well, or a bag of grapes for my kids to have as well. Most of my family eat grapes except my 2-year-old or 3-year-old. So I was gonna get a bag of grapes, and then I was gonna get just some of my kids' favorite little snacks like chips, some cookies, sunflower seeds for my husband, energy drinks for my husband, just little things that we in general like to eat that we normally don't eat, or little snacks that I just know that my kids love and I don't get them as often. I'm just trying to make sure we're all just comfortable and you know, we can just enjoy the ride. And then activities. So I already did my video of all the activities that I bought. So this is just an example of one of my kids' activity organizer. And it just has a bunch of activities that they'll be using for both there and back. And what I'll do is, before we start driving, I'll have them pick out an activity. If they want an activity while we're driving, then I'll just pass it back to them, have them pick an activity out. When we stop to get gas or whatever, I'll see if they want to get an activity and, you know, clean out the car and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend this. I think this is going to be a big hit because, for one, it's organized. Everybody's stuff is in their own little organizer, and I think this will just help out more, because usually I would keep all of their activities in just one bag, and I would just be searching for specific things to give them. And sometimes I will forget what I got for which kid, because some of my kids like the same characters, and I try to get them characters that they like. But sometimes it's hard if I got it all in the bag and I forgot like who I got for what. So I'm really hoping that this works out really well. So I have 2 neck pillows. One is for my son, and the other one's for me and my husband, because we'll be swapping out driving. He does do most of the driving, but I'll help out whenever he really needs me to help out. And then blankets. I always bring blankets for my babies, all of us except my husband. I don't know if he did say he's bringing his blanket this time. I wish it's the first time ever, because he never brings a blanket on trips. But yeah, so each of my kids are gonna bring their own personal blanket to have in the car, so they're comfortable, and if they get cold, they can use their blanket. I always get the smaller personal bottles of water, because with having little kids, those are easier for them to drink out of. And then just in general, those will get drank up quicker than what the bigger size water bottles will get, because like for instance, for me, I'll drink out of a water bottle and then one of my kids will drink out of it, and then I'm not gonna drink out of it anymore because they didn't backwash it. So it'll be easier for me to kill that little smaller one and then, you know, get rid of that one quicker than the bigger one. And so I also have just an electronic bag that I use for our road trips, and it just has just like a ton of different things in here. So like our my voice MP3 players, all of our headphones, whoever's listening to electronic devices, chargers that we need for headphones and phones, portable chargers that we would need to charge things. So all of that stays in this bag, and it'll sit up front with me. Car mounts. We do normally keep a car mount in our car in general, but we have to buy a new one just because when we took our car to the shop, we left it on the loaner car that we had and we never got it back, so we have to buy another one. So I definitely would recommend having a car mount, because especially when you're driving so far away, you don't want to be holding your phone in your hand, and it's easier to just have it mounted on your car, so that way you can see much better and your hands free. And I also bring a change of clothes for all 4 of my kids. So my oldest, he's 12, but I still bring a change of clothes for him because he might get hot and sweaty and he might want to change his clothes. And so that's something that I just try to be mindful of for him. And then, like, you know, for all of my women out there, you know, if you might be going through your time of the month, I would definitely recommend bringing extra clothes as well, because you might have to change. And so yeah, I'll just have a bag in the car, and what I want to try to do is I'm going to try to fit at least the smaller kids' clothes into the little seat organizer. And if anybody needs to be changed, I'll just take those dirty clothes and I'll have a separate bag to put all of that stuff in. But I'm thinking when it comes to my 3 smaller kids, I'm probably going to do 2 extra outfits. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I only put 1 set to the side, but I think it's going to be smart to do 3, because usually I would say when I'm looking back on it, every about 5 to 6 hours I have to change their clothes because they're getting messy from eating and stuff like that, or they might have pooped out a diaper or something like that. So I think I'm going to bring them 2 extra set of clothes. And then also, I told you before that we travel in pajamas. I think it's better to travel in pajamas if you're going on a longer trip, because you might get messy. You know, by the time you get to where you're going to have to take a shower stuff anyways. You want to be comfortable because it's going to be a long drive. So I definitely recommend traveling in comfy clothes or pajamas. Next, I will attach a picture of all of the stuff that we bought for our road trip, just to give you an idea of just little snacks and drinks that we buy for the road. But it's definitely important to have snacks for your family so you're not spending a lot of money on the road. We are planning to stop 2 times for meals, so that'll be once for breakfast and once for lunch, because we're leaving the night before. And I'll have, like I said, I'll already have food and stuff ready for us to go when we actually officially leave. But yeah, so we shouldn't have to stop again for food until we actually officially arrive in Orlando. I do bring a few sets of coolers as well for our trip, for the road. So I have this cooler that my husband uses for work, and this is just where he'll put all of his drinks and stuff in. And this is just his personal little drink thing, so he'll put all of his little energy drinks and stuff like that in that particular cooler for himself. And then I showed in the previous video my Jeep cooler. I don't have it right now because my husband has it with my kids, so I put a ton of like my girls' milk and stuff like that in that particular cooler. It sits in the front, or really in the second row where my girls will sit at, and I'll just pull for that to get like their little stuff, like little stuff that I know that we're gonna pull from frequently. So like, let me show you the other one. So I have this cooler as well. So this is where like all of our waters and then like foods and stuff that we bring is gonna all come in here. It's gonna all sit in here. And so like whenever we stop to get gas or something like that, we're going to pull out this cooler and put it into the cooler bag, so we have enough stuff to get us through from when the next time that we stop, if that makes sense. Paper towels are a must-have because, again, you're on the road and somebody's going to spill something and you want to have something to clean up that mess. So make sure you bring a roll of paper towels on your trip. Kleenex, I don't have Kleenex yet. That's something that I had to order. That's my last minute. Like I said before, I always have to do like a final shop before we leave for groceries and anything that I forgot. And that's one particular thing that I thought we had, but we don't. So I need to order those as well. I have a car pot, and I've showed this before. It's just a pot that we don't use it as often, but whenever one of my kids have the potty and we won't hit a gas station anytime soon, we go ahead and use this. And it has bags inside of it, and it has the little seat thing that connects to it as well. And it's very easy to clean as well. And I got this from Amazon. We also keep our med bag in the front with us. I don't have that on me as well because my husband is out with our kids, but we always keep meds with us no matter where we go, because it's important to have those for if someone gets sick. And with us driving on the road for so long, you don't want to stop at the gas station to get medicine because it's going to be expensive, and you don't want to have to travel outside of your way to stop at a store to get medicine. So have all the medicine things that you know that your family needs in general when they get sick, and then your children's medicine that they use that they have to take daily, bring that as well. Any emergency medicine that your kids have to use for if something was to happen. So make sure you have all of those in place and with you, because if something does happen and you're on the road, you want to make sure you have all of that with you. And bandages as well. Like I said, bandages are something also important to have for if somebody gets cut or anything. You don't have to stop and go try to find a store to get some bandages. We also keep a car freshener in our car when we're on the road as well, just because again we're sitting in the car for so long, and there's going to be different smells that are going to start to be created, and kids pooping and stuff like that. So we just want to make sure that we have something to keep the car smelling good. And I also didn't mention in our electronic bag, I have a timer that I keep in there as well. Again, with my kids, so I will have my kids saying they're hungry. And like I said, sometimes we don't have the option to stop as soon as they say they're hungry. Sometimes we have to drive another 30 minutes to an hour before we can get to a food place. And so we gotta set a timer and say, hey, we got about 30 minutes before we can get to some food. You can have a snack, and we can set a timer and just set that timer for based off of the time that we should arrive at that food place, to let them know that, hey, we gotta be patient. Definitely recommend that for kids, especially kids who just have struggles with being patient. Also bring scissors for anything that we need to open and we're struggling to get open with our hands. So just little essential things that you use around the house on a regular, I would recommend bringing those. So all of my 3 Musketeers, they're wearing just some Crocs, and then me, my husband, and my 12-year-old, we're just gonna wear some blue slide sandals. But yeah, I think it's better to wear like shoes that you could slip your feet in and out really quick, because you're in the car and you're gonna take your shoes off if you're not driving. Or my husband, he takes his shoes off too when he's driving. But yeah, you want to have some shoes on that are comfortable and that you can slip on and off as you're on the road, because you're going to be driving for a long time, and who wants to wear some shoes that they're literally just sitting in the car for hours and it's hard to take off your feet. Then I also bring 4 trash bags. So 2 of them is for on our way there, and 2 of them is for on our way back. And so I think it's good to have trash bags in your car, again, to just collect all the trash up and make sure the car is not getting messy. And you will have the opportunity to empty the trash out when you get to gas stations, but a lot of trash could get accumulated by the time you get to the next gas station. So like for food and snacks and activities and stuff that you're opening. So like I said, we usually use about 2 trash bags per trip, and usually if we get to a gas station it's not full, we might just empty the bag out and still keep that bag until it get like messy and stuff inside, or stinky to where we can't use it again. So that's something you can do as well. We'll have that, and what I'll do is I'll probably just take some of the floss out of here and put it in a separate bag. But again, we're going to be eating this stuff on the road, so we are going to want to have some floss to clean that food and stuff out of our teeth. And then diapers and wipes and pull-ups. So I'll just basically take half of this bag for my girls to use specifically in the car, and then I'll grab a few pull-ups for my 6-year-old to wear in the car. And then I'll probably bring about 2 packs of wipes as well, because again, those wipes are going to be used for a lot of things. They're going to be used to wipe people's hands, wipe people's face, and, you know, clean my kids when they have they need diaper changes. So this is something that we just started doing. So with my three musketeers, they usually share a meal. And just like in general, when we're on the road, we're getting something that's fast food. So what I try to do is I try to buy meals that I can split up between the kids. So we started buying these plastic cups, and basically what we do is we put all of their food in there, because usually it's usually like some chicken nuggets and fries and stuff like that. So I'll use these cups to put their food in it so they have something to eat out of, because I feel like this is something much more easier to use when you're on the road. So for all the stuff that we are packing, we are going to use these bags right here. So basically I just keep whatever reusable bags that I get at different events that we go to, because I use them for groceries and stuff like that, or when we're returning books to the library, and for when we're going on trips. So what I'll do is, in one of these bags, I'm going to put all of my kids' activities and stuff in it, and then in the second bag I'm going to put all of our snacks and stuff in it. And so usually we'll have like one other bag where it's like little things that we couldn't pack until the last minute, and I'll just dump all that into another reusable bag. But for the most part, inside of the actual car, you know, where we sit at, we'll just have two particular bags, and these are pretty big, so I can fit a lot of stuff in there. So like with the kids' clothes, if I can't fit them all into the little seat organizers, I can put those at the bottom of the activity bag, so they're not in the way of me grabbing activities, you know. Last thing is sanitizer wipes. So again, we are going to be on the road for a while, and so we might have somebody spill something on the floor, get stuff all over the car seat or whatever, and so these are great for cleaning up little messes and stuff like that. So that is everything that I have for our road trip essentials video to Disney World. Thank you all for watching today, and I hope you all are having a great summer. Bye.